Hey, what's up out there? So I just wanted to talk to you guys about an experience I had recently. My brother and I, we were invited to, or not invited, more or less, if we would sing on a guy's album. So, uh, I guess we, I guess we more or less said, okay, whatever. So, my brother and I ended up recording in a studio for the first time. So I'm just gonna share with you guys my experience. But basically, through a mutual friend, um, on remember how I mentioned to you guys I'm on this like website where I do my harmony tutorials, except for money. I'll talk to you guys more about that, but more or less through the guy who runs that, I was sort of found, and it took the interest in this recording artist. Actually, he's a rapper. So basically, he asked my brother and I to sing on a song. Actually, he asked me to do a couple songs. I haven't done the other one yet, but basically, we were to sing on his song. I didn't know what to expect at first because I didn't know what kind of artist he was. Then I learned that he's a rapper through him sending me a demo so that I can learn the song. So yeah, he's a rapper, and if you can imagine, it's one of those things where like it's a rapper featuring somebody, and that's basically what it is. So he's a rapper featuring my brother and I. And so when he sent me the demo, he kind of gave me creative freedom, which I really appreciated. It's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that I would get that. I thought I was basically just gonna sing whatever they tell me to, but um so I actually arranged all of our parts basically. And of course, if you can imagine, knowing me, I made the song a five-part harmony. And it has some cool parts to it. So, I made it a five-part harmony. It's like an R&B song. I mean, it's like rapping and it has like an R&B style to it. So, yeah, and I decided how all even the leads, I decided how they go. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any producing creds. I'm not in control of that. I'm kind of a noob too. Like I don't even know if I'm gonna get any money out of this, or if I'm just doing this as a favor. I've yet to find that out. I know it's irresponsible, but hey, I'm a noob. But being in the studio, it was kind of interesting. This particular studio was in a guy's house, so it wasn't like a pro studio. It was in the booth was in the basement, and the control boards or whatever it's called, and the computer was upstairs. And the guy can communicate with me through the headphones. Like he talks to me in the mic, and I can hear him in the headphones. So I liked that experience because I was alone and I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anybody looking at me. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, and it was a cool thing because you know you can ask for them to restart, or one thing that was interesting was the pitch correction. Now, um, they had this pitch correction technology that was pretty interesting. So let's say I was a couple semitones off, they could fix it, right? Like even I can fix my own stuff. Like I do that sometimes on my own stuff, but like it's not that great. Like if you do it too much, you sound robotic. So basically, just don't sing off key, okay? So I tried my best to do that too, and there were times where I felt like it was a little too off key. So I'm like, no, I just want to redo it. But that technology that they had, I don't know what program that they're using, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to watch, and you can manipulate it so that, for example, my brother sang runs, and then he manipulated it so that it went a little different. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Um, and there was one bit where, I mean, I arranged how it went. One part was a belt. I don't know why I decided to do this. I mean, I'm a baritone. I shouldn't be belting, but uh, I gave myself a belting part. It's not like that much of a belt, but it is belting for me, more or less. And I had a hard time doing it, but I got some good ones in. But they complained that the pronunciation wasn't good. I guess the quality of my voice um isn't as good when I try to belt, and I agree with them. And they wanted to make sure that that my enunciation was good and that it can read, and they're complaining that it didn't. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so my brother went in first because we had a bass and baritone harmonies, and I didn't want my brother to stretch out his voice because I wanted him to keep that low tone. So I let my brother do that stuff first. So he did the low tone stuff, and then he did all of the low stuff entirely. So he did the backing vocals, and then he did his leads while he was there. And then I went in and I did like all the higher stuff. And so we spent like basically the whole night doing that from like 8 till like 12. And yeah, so like I got to chat with the rapper guy. He's a really cool guy. And I got to watch the engineer record us and whatever. And then, we would like go back and forth, like saying, "Oh, was that good? Was that good?" And they would like ask me, like, "Mark, what did you think? Was that what you wanted?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that was good," or "No, that sucked." And I was very open about that. Um, I'm not passive when it's coming to recording. I'm just like, "No, that sucked. No, that was a couple semitones off. Can you fix that? That wasn't good." Or like, "No, let's redo it." And it's not that far different from what I already do, to be honest. Other than somebody else does it, like somebody else is in control. Obviously, I'm not an engineer. I'm not a producer. I try my best. I try to mess around, but I don't know how to mess around with like the frequency stuff. Like, there's all these dials and stuff. I don't know how to work that. I really wish I did. If there was anything I would like to learn, it's how to play a bunch of instruments, how to mix. I would love to learn how to be a producer and stuff. But yeah, so that was kind of my experience. It was a little bit nerve wracking at first because I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? I kind of I all of my experiences of recording was I was in control, but I more or less still was. I was saying like, hey, no, I want to redo that. That sucked. Um, but yeah, I actually recorded on somebody's album. I'll let you know when that comes out if you guys want to check it out. So you can. So I'm not allowed to show anything. So you guys aren't gonna get a sneak peek or anything like that. But I'll let you guys know when it comes out. I guess I'm gonna record another one too for this guy. But yeah, 5-part harmony is pretty cool. Maybe I'll show you guys how I did it. Maybe. Um, but yeah, stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. So my brother and I actually recorded a song on some guy's album. The recording experience was kind of interesting. It's kind of cool to say that I have that under my belt. And actually, there might even be a music video for it. So I don't know if I'm going to be in it. It'd be kind of random if I wasn't. But I'll let you guys know about that too. I wasn't expecting this would happen. Um, but, whatever. Take care, guys. Sing in harmony, live in harmony. Just thought I'd share this experience with you.